Hey everyone, it's Abby and welcome back to the channel. You're probably wondering what these stationery and stickers and washi samplers are doing here. Well, I've gathered all of my tools and today I wanted to actually decorate these refill binders. So these are from Traveler's Company and it's what I use to archive my Traveler's Notebook inserts from previous years. So you know, the concept of Traveler's Notebook is you have several inserts, and I have finished a lot in the past 2 years and I still don't have binders for them. So I definitely want to decorate these before putting in the inserts. So that's what we're gonna do for today. Also forgot to mention that I have my trusty Dymo labeler. So before we get to decorating, I definitely want to show you some of the things that I have and I've set aside for decorating with today. First thing is of course washi samplers. You cannot go wrong with them. I have like a mix of washi samplers that my friends gave me, some from my collection in Manila. I didn't bring all my rolls here. It just feels so impractical at this point. So I have a very definite type of preference for washi tapes. I also house them in this clear envelope. So at some point I do want to share with you my storage system, but they're mostly in clear envelopes like this, and then I label them accordingly. So I have washi samplers, and of course I have alphabet stickers. So these ones are from Everyday Explorers. I swear by these all the time. I have like so many different colors, and I also have like a bunch that are still unused. So the main purpose of this is either I mark like the locations or several themes, or actually the stickers that are always finished are ABC because I'm Abbey Sy and that's my nickname. So I love that they're also pretty nifty, so you can actually fold them right in the middle, so it's 4x6. So that's why I put them in these clear envelopes, so they're just easier to file. And then if you notice this cutie, it is a pair of scissors from Tools to Live By. It's a Taiwanese brand. I just use it to do like fussy cutting because it's tiny and I bring it around when I travel. This sticker, I'm finally gonna use it. So I got this from the Traveler's Company caravan in Europe. And of course I got the coffee and notebooks design. It used to be on my wall, but now I'm gonna put it in one of the binders, so hopefully I won't commit any mistakes sticking it in. And then I mentioned earlier the Dymo labeler. This is probably one of my favorite purchases since moving to Berlin because I've always liked the embossed analog style of labels like this. So sometimes I use it on binders, on Traveler's Notebook inserts, on letters to friends. So it's just really nifty and it doesn't cost that much, and I love the sound. It's giving ASMR. So yeah, there's also, I currently just have like the black label on it. I use black all the time, but there's like red I think, or like blue. Next up, these are sticker books from Pepin. So I bought this one. It's from Modular. I got the historical maps one because I like maps. Who doesn't? I mean, I travel a lot and I journal a lot, so I use it a lot for sticking, and I really like round stickers. So these are also quite big, so they really fit the binders. So I wanted to use some of these, and what I like about them is it's actually, yeah, it's from Amsterdam. But what I wanted to say was the maps here are mostly like Europe and US. So there are bits of Germany, so I was like, oh, so cool. So I have this. And recently, my best friend Vanny, she gave me this one for my birthday. Of course, very fitting. So this is Vincent van Gogh. And his paintings are basically on stickers, which is great. This is obviously my favorite, sunflowers. So I also will be using some of them. Depending on the theme that I'm going for, I feel like I want to color coordinate some of the binders, and I know it's not much of a canvas, but I will try to put in stickers on all sides of the binder because I don't know, I just like doing that. Last bit, I found these like tin containers very useful. So this one was given to me by Inky Notes, who is AJ. She sent this to me, I think, when I was about to leave for Berlin. So thank you, AJ. And it houses 𝙿𝚼𝚆𝚘𝚗𝚅 stickers, but eventually I just switched it to just big stickers in general. So I have like a hodgepodge of stuff that I definitely want to use. So this one is from Leuchtturm. This one is from Accidentally Wes Anderson. Kay gave this to me. Thanks, Kay. And then I have a bunch of Show Little Happiness stickers. It's my current obsession. They're so cute. Reminds me of me. So I got some. And then also have Sarah stickers, Sarah Faber, my stickers. I mean, these are all like a bunch of stuff that I just never found purpose for, that I could find purpose for in the future. That's why they're here. But initially, there were mostly like LDV stickers, as you can see here. I also have Hiroku sticker, extra. I also have this Moomin one. I have to use it at some point. It's so cute. This is designed by Moon Ziuzi. She's also a local artist in the Philippines. And then VA gave me so much extra Glossier London stickers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Probably like design it in the inserts. And then also Kay gave me more Baumkuchen stickers. Super cute. I have used the small ones, but I probably want to use the bigger ones for the binder. Oh, it's just a random picture. Yeah, so it's just a hodgepodge of stuff that I'll probably use, probably not use, but I like that it's just housed here. I also have some Eric small things tapes that was, I think this is like a Kita collaboration or so. But yeah, I just like having it here because it's just easier for me to like open this. I do want to have a tin container for, how would I say, for PET samples, because that one I don't have yet and I need to have that soon because I've been collecting PET tapes for a bit. So yeah, that's all the stuff we have, and I just wanted to show you what's inside here so we can get to the decorating part. So you can get this at any store that carries Traveler's Notebook. Usually they have it. So it's part of their lineup. And it is, as you can see here, it's number 11. I actually never explored this until maybe like 2 years ago. I was like curious about what it can hold. But also it's a bit tricky for me because my Traveler's Notebook inserts, especially the travel ones, they're like super chunky, so I have no idea if they actually fit. So there are like 5 metal poles inside. Usually I just put 3 inserts or 2 depending on the thickness, but I do like that it's craft and you can just put it on your shelf. So I plan to decorate this part, this part, this part, so it's gonna be a lot, and I have 2, so it's gonna be fun. I'm also looking out for the passport version of this because I have a bunch of passports that are just out in the open, and I call them they're naked, so they have to be housed somewhere and archived. So yeah, it can hold up to 5 notebooks if you have thin notebooks. Let's say if you use it as a planner or so, it probably will work, but for me, probably not. I also suggest keeping these labels if you want to journal about them. They're always nice to put in your journals as ephemera. So I'm gonna turn you over to VoiceOver Abby and let's get into designing. Before we continue, I'd like to let you know that on Patreon, my Osaka and 2018 trips travel journal tour is now available for my journal and VIP members. If you're not familiar, I do rewards on Patreon and share with you my other travel journal spreads from early years of my adventures. And for this May, I'm sharing some journals from my 2018 travels. this was the time where it probably was like my second year using Traveler's Notebook. So I talk a lot about my experiences as well as some stories and also anecdotes from my trips. So on Patreon, you will find this available as well as my Tokyo 2017 travel journal tour. And every month, I provide rewards in different formats through Happy Mail, printables, journal tours, and it's the best way you can support me on my creative journey, and hopefully you'll get ideas and inspiration on your own journaling journey, whether that's daily journaling or travel journaling. So if you'd like to see more and watch the full video and meet some amazing creative people as well, make sure to check out patreon.com/abbyc and join our art club. Okay, let's be honest. You don't really need to design these covers, but I will find every reason to design anything and everything related to journaling in general. So the whole idea here was just to look up stuff from my own collection and hopefully like give them some light of day. I also have a bunch of Instax photos that I never really all used. So this is pretty common for me when I do my journaling. I will print too much stuff and then I'll just store them and figure out where I can use them. So the photo here that you're seeing is actually from Portland. It's from this cafe called Proud Mary, and we had brunch there and I really liked the vibe. So I decided to use that as the cover photo. And also this particular binder is gonna house my 2022 travels. So I just decided to go with a warm themed situation here, especially with the Van Gogh Sunflowers painting, which is still my favorite. Side note, if you watch Ted Lasso like I do, episode 6 of season 3 highlights Van Gogh sunflowers, and I love that. I love it. And then I'm also adding this 𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘 sticker. I think last year was the year that I really went like, yes, full force buying 𝚘𝚘𝚘 stuff. I really love their products. And I also just like wanted to use up some of the elements that kind of, you know, encapsulated my 2022, or at least some of my favorite things from my trips last 2022. I also created this label for my 𝚘𝚏 labeler where I labeled 2022 trips. Looking back, like 2022, what was my favorite trip? I think the US trip was very fun. I really enjoyed it. A lot of unexpected things happened, good and bad, mostly good. I also got to spend time with people that I don't really get to spend time with. So that was really nice. And also going to Portland was really nice. I'd love to go back and be there in the fall or something. On the opposite side, I am just sticking different elements. Sometimes I'm just like not really thinking about what I do. I just like to stick them up and like put in some color coordination if possible. This sticker sheet is the one that I designed for the February Happy Mail. Unfortunately, it's not available anymore, but every quarter, so that's like once every 3 months, I do send out physical mail, and I send out a postcard and a sticker sheet that you can use for journaling and decorating. And the main purpose of this, like these ones are made with vinyl quality, so they're great for decorating your covers, which is actually the motivation behind me designing them, because I just like doing these things. Like no one asked me to do this, but like I love decorating covers. So this is done. The second one is where the TRC limited edition sticker comes in. I ended up getting the coffee and notebooks one because pretty much sums up my entire lifestyle, you know, coffee and notebooks. Like at least once or twice a week I would go to a coffee shop with my notebooks, plan my life, and list down everything that I need. So I feel like it's a whole thing. I also kept a lot of stamped TRC caravan sheets. These are sticker sheets, by the way, which is a very smart idea. So then you can just cut it up, peel it off, and stick on wherever you want. So I just decided to add those in as well, and playing around with the green theme on the front cover. At the back, I am using more of a reddish approach using the Leuchtturm sticker that I got for free at 𝚘𝚍𝚆. So I also just decided to play around with layers because that's just the best way to approach it. Honestly, I had more fun decorating the regular size, the standard size binder, which is this one, because in a future video you'll also see me organize the passport one, but it's very small, so it doesn't really take that much time to decorate, which I totally understand. So I also labeled the side part. What do you call this again? This is the spine. Yeah, the spine, so that when I put them on my shelf, I'll be able to see the inserts that are on this particular binder. So the other one is for trips, so that was like miscellaneous, and then the other one is Germany in general, because I also kept a lot of random Germany related inserts during my first year in Berlin, which was last year. So you'll see which ones go into this particular binder. So this is my weekly vertical. I only started from July to December, and then I have my 2022 summer trips, and then I have my 2022 fall journal. So if you want to see these flip throughs, I have them on my completed journals playlist, and I'll definitely link it down below so you can have a look. So I find that for my type of journaling, I can only fit like 3 inserts, 4 if we're like gonna max out, but it's just very thick, as you can see, unless I use a half trip refill, which was what I used for the fall journal. So I just decided to put 3 in. Actually, at the moment I have like another insert, but it's more like for miscellaneous inserts that I never got to finish, like ink swatches and so it was also a bit of a challenge to put these in because, as I mentioned, they're quite chunky and I journal very chunkily. So I would advise that if you want to journal with peak chunk like I do, I don't actually have it too chunky, but it's pretty much chunky from the top. I just use like 2 or 3. I just add 2 or 3 inserts inside the binder. The second one, let's put in the Germany related ones. As far as I remember, this is the Berlin quote-unquote travel journal that I first used, and then I also have some drawings that I did during the first few months I was in Berlin. Actually, I have kept the sketches in another journal now, but I haven't finished it. I still want to figure out how to incorporate more sketching in daily life, so if you have ideas, please let me know. And then this is the Germany half trip one that I did, which featured Thüringen and Frankfurt, so it was like equally distributed. I really like that also. Honestly, I would do that in future trips where like there's like a certain country and then you have like some cities of the same country in one. I should do that for my upcoming US trips. Anyway, you can also have a look at these journals. I do have them in my completed journals playlist. It's actually so satisfying to finish these up. I feel like I just do that in like at clockwork because I've gotten so used to the standard traveler's notebook size, which is so interesting because the passport archiving that I'm gonna do is not travel. There's only like one binder that has like travels in it, so I want to definitely explore the smaller size in future trips and include more illustration. I feel like when it comes to journaling, there's always something that we can always improve on and like experiment and try out, and I love that there are no rules. So I hope you enjoy this little archiving video, and let me know if you've archived your journals or if this is the way you archive them, because for me it just works and I really love it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!